Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, CCX here. Welcome back to more Grandia. In the last episode, we end up climbing the Rago Mountains, and then we pass the very short Mist Forest. And now in this episode, we're going to continue on to the Dom Ruins. As you can see here, our pole arm is still level 10. That's nice. But Earth has been level 9, Water has been level 6, Sue is still driving the van, and Fina has Fire level 9, Wind, and all that other stuff, and yada. Anyways, we're gonna continue on forward. I also noticed that to be able to actually make the enemies respawn, you gotta have to literally go out of the area, or else they won't go away. And I might want to change that compass direction, or else I'm going to be wondering why the hell I'm going the wrong way. God damn it, still got caught by these guys. Seriously, I really like the ambush music, but I just kind of wish that it wasn't such a bad thing when you get ambushed. I mean, why? Why is it so bad? I mean, there's the obvious factor. Being ambushed could mean that you might get pelted. I will warn you though, however, don't get ambushed when you're doing like those secret dungeons, because oh my god, those enemies can really kill you. Anyways, we took some major damage in that round, so I want Fina to level her water more, because Justin, he's A-okay. Alright, now, the thing is, in the Dome Ruins, it's actually a very kind of a weird look. Oh, wait a minute. There's a hazard here. Alright. This might not actually be a decent hazard, considering the fact that him trying to hit us is a bit, you know, weird. But you guys notice that these faces here, they're all smiling, except for this one. This one will also push itself on you. Anytime you see yourself a mean face, it will push his face right directly on you. But this is a relatively good spot. If you take enough damage and, you know, let your HP drop down to practically 1, you can essentially make it so that you can be able to heal yourself. This is essentially what you have to do throughout the entire time. It's not really speedy, but it does help water level up a lot easier. So, we look at a health bar. We're all on 1s. So, basically just grab whoever you want to go ahead and level up water with and just heal all that damage. And that's really all you're doing to level up water effectively. So I guess this is a perfect place. I didn't know that there was a hazard this early in the level. And Fina's learned Snooze. So much easier. But of course, this is only effective if you have a save point nearby. So if you have a save point nearby, just recover yourself and then lather, rinse, repeat. And you can literally just keep doing that until you're until you have like friggin' 99, which is the max level for all the magics. But yeah, you can do that. I don't really recommend. Honestly, I was gonna say I don't recommend it, but I kind of do. I'm actually gonna kill these 2 bat enemies so I can go ahead and get whatever's on the other side. Because I don't know, something tells me there might be something on the other side. At least these bats kind of leave me alone, then cool. Oh, there's just this. Ow. I thought it was gonna be something a little bit more important besides some random herb. It literally is an herb. Wow. Please discard that. Discard that, please. Well, let me see my view because I can't see anything. Alright, let's go to the Dom Ruins and see what the vestibule has to show us. Actually, no, we were in the vestibule. That's weird. Alright, so just like before, be careful for the mean faces. Man, this place has really got some funky music. So yeah, you kind of do want to be careful. You don't want to rush in. Next thing you know, you get bashed in the face. There is, however, a boss. I mean, hell, you can just look at this area and it just screams boss. I recommend going like this so you don't end up getting hit by any of them. So yeah. That way you can avoid getting hit by any of the traps. I think that probably might be the last time we ever will actually see it. But look at this. Yeah, that's fascinating. Kind of says a lot that what happens if you fall. But whatever. kind of eerie music in this place. But then again, that's what you get for being in the ruins of the Dom. Alright, I'm not sure if there are any new enemies. There's a keystone that we can press, but I'm gonna continue on. Ah, there are some new enemies. We got ghosts. Alright, so vengeful spirits. Vengeful spirits. Why are they so vengeful? Anyways, since Fina has finally learned Snooze, her water ability should be going up very, very well. And it works better with Snooze than it does with healing. Even though healing is a much better choice. But if it doesn't hit them, it's kind of a bit of a problem though. So yeah. Take whatever you want. It's like I don't really care. Now for Sue, however, she's not gonna really have no elemental, so she can do whatever the hell she wants. All she's gonna be doing is puffy kick repeatedly to every single boss, and hopefully she can cancel them out in the process, but I'm not really guaranteeing that she can. Now you guys are probably wondering, why in the world did I do that to a bunch of ghosts? Well, you know, I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know why I assume that ghosts can be affected by Earth. There we go. That's much better. Wow, I felt like an idiot doing that.
Pretty easy.
Apparently, I'm not really good at the Pokemon, as you can tell. Wow. Yeah, okay, experience points. My god, this thing, I think it takes forever. I swear, I really am not a huge fan of that. Anyways, what do we get? Jade. What is that? Confused resistance. It might not be really worth it. I just want the bread. Another POW, huh? Alright. We'll give this to Justin again. I'm only gonna start talking whenever I'm like done with when the fight loads, when the screen loads back to the environment, because that whole me waiting for the friggin' black screen is kind of awkward. Anyways, pull the switch. The random thing eyes open because for some reason, because that's I guess kind of creepy. Well, let's go this way. I'm pretty sure this is not the direction that they want us to go. But it seems to take us to the cliff, though. Let's see. Oh, there's an item here. And what is this? Is this a resurrection potion? No, it's a blue pill. That is just as important. So let's get rid of... As you can already tell, potion versions of these are more important than the herbs. So... let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of all of this. Alright. Oh, Fina. We wiped out her inventory. Oh well. Huh. For a minute there, it's almost like you can hear choir in that area. Huh. Weird. I actually like choir sound effects. It's kind of like my favorite type of effect in audio ever. I mean, it is sometimes overused in some video games, but I still like it. Alright, now I do remember this area as a whole. There is one particular switch that if you accidentally press it, you could go ahead and end up screwing yourself by dropping yourself down in the hole. We kind of do want that, and we kind of don't want that. I say we kind of do because, well, it might actually lead us to a particular item. Who knows? And also those ghosts were chasing after us, so be careful there. Or I could just completely ignore them. There is a mana egg in this place, but the mana egg is only located before the boss. And, alright. That's nice. I love when bridges collapse. Can't really do anything about it. That's just a resurrection potion. Nothing to really say about that. Guys, I already know how resurrection potions are, even though we have yet to use it. And also, don't... oh, there's a save point right here. Alright. So you know what time is it? Time to kill all these enemies. Alright, and after killing all those very wonderful enemies, Justin managed to level up his water spell, thank God for that. And we don't want to drop down there, obviously, because that is, back? I don't know. I'm gonna cut this. Alright, let's continue on forward. Okay. I don't want to click that switch. Not yet, anyways. Because, if my guess is right, if we follow this cliff, we might be able to progress without any worries. What the? Alright. That's cool. I'm not sure what's the point of doing that, but since there's nowhere else for us to go, we can now go ahead and click the switch without me having any repercussion of screwing up. Alright, so... now where are we off to? Oh, there's only one area to go to. Well, thank God for that. I love my choices when they don't have to be multiples. There are actually 11 shutter chests in this area, so that's a thing. And now we're back out at the cliff. Yeah, this place is not big. It's just... you're just always going like around and about. And then clicking this switch for some reason activates that over there. I don't get it. I'm just gonna cut myself back over there. Alright. So now let's continue forward. Hopefully this actually just takes us to the boss, because this episode has been going on for quite some time. I make a lot of sounds, I've noticed. I need to stop doing that. Oh no, this is... whoa! Okay. See, sometimes those ambush are by far the best of ambushes. Okay. The cliff again? How many cliff areas does this place even have? Okay, well this one is kind of pointless. There's nothing in this area. Oh, whatever. There are a few areas in this game that has like pointless backtracking. Like here's another cliff area. What the hell is with all the cliffs? I don't think there is even a point to even going through. Oh wait, hold on. There's a vine here. That must be, we must be heading in the right direction. Or either that or we're heading in the wrong direction. Oh boy. I don't know what the hell I was thinking with that. The enemies managed to drop something that is a very good item to have in this place, considering the fact that most of the enemies are kind of, they're kind of bad in the sense. Like, you notice that we can barely hit them. But this here, this holy mace, it's effective against ghosts. I recommend using it when you're going up against the ghost so you can actually level up the polearm effectively. I'm not gonna really do that considering because I'm kind of using magic to kill them more than I'm using my physical weapon. And here's the mana egg. Oh, here's the mana egg. That means the boss must be nearby. I say that with very discontent because the hell? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Where am I going? What the hell was that? Oh God! Just, alright. Whatever. Ah, so we were supposed to go in here. Cutting back. Alright. So we don't want to go down there. We know that now. What we do, however, we want to go this way. I don't know. It seems interesting enough. Besides, it might be progression. Or it might not be. What the hell is in this room? Besides the switch. I don't want to flick that switch. Might be dangerous. Where am I going? Actually, I actually don't even know where I'm going at this point. I don't really explore a lot of areas. I just follow the compass and hope to God it can actually take me to the boss, and I just continue on forward. But usually, most of the time, you can't help but explore this place because you never really know what you can actually find. I will say this, you actually will know when you run into the boss Anyways, moving on with that after that spectacularness. For some reason, I really seem to really enjoy running into my enemies. And I also love going the wrong direction. I guess it's because I keep thinking I can outrun them, but you actually really can't have for the most part. And let me just say this, when you end up getting like 4 characters in this game, it's a lot worse. It's way, way worse than anything. Alright, so I'm not gonna go ahead and flip this switch because something tells me it's probably gonna drop some enemies, and I actually don't really want that. I will flick this switch, or I can just no. This is fine. I already got the mana egg already, so I'm not really too worried. Here we are. All right, guys. I'm not gonna end the episode, but I will end the episode as soon as we fight this boss. So let me save real quick. Alright, so this boss here, he's kind of a trip. Now, whenever the game actually pans the camera, you have no control of the camera. It means that you're up to the boss. Now, this boss, he's weak to wind, and he's also weak to ice. So, let's do this. Introducing the Tyrannosaurus monster himself. Say hello to Ganymede. Ganymede, a very wonderful boss. This boss here has a very big tactic. See that tail in the back of him? If he ends up doing the sucking ability, he will suck you up and he will tail swipe you. Be careful for that. Another thing to be warned about. He does have an ability where he will go ahead and dash in the middle of the stage. You also want to be careful for that as well. I recommend just boosting up your stats as quickly as possible, and don't worry about it for the most part. I'm not going to say don't fully worry about it. Alright, so we're going to boost up our speed. Now, the way how runner works, it runs on 2 ways. Whoever is being used directly will gain 2. And whoever is not being used, and whoever is like in the surrounded area will receive 1. So just remember that and you should be relatively okay. So as I use it on Justin, he's going to gain movement 2 while everyone else is going to gain 1. It's essentially, it's one of those abilities. It's kind of weird. Trying to level this up is a bit odd after time, but what are you going to do? Anyways, I'm going to go and use Digging again. Because I actually don't know what he's going to do. He's not going to do his sucking ability, not until he's like in a very dangerous health threshold. But for the most part, just be sure to go ahead and just boost up your defense because you never really know what he's going to do. Luckily enough, Puffy only takes up 8. And his rush attack. That's the attack he's going to go ahead and charge in the center. He will be able to hit everybody if they are in the centers. Luckily enough, the character's formation is all the way over to the side. Sometimes you will have to go ahead and move your character so that they won't, be standing in the middle of the attack like a bunch of dopes. Because they can do that and they're kind of idiots.
Oh, power of ice!
Now, as I said before, he is weak to crack. He is weak to ice and he's also weak to wind. So you kind of want to interchange between those 2 moves. And you should be relatively okay, for the most part. And since Sue is basically mastering her throw like nothing else, Puffy kick is by far the most lowest, almost opportunist ability, and there goes Sue. I wasn't really expecting her to be near that. Luckily enough, I boost up her defense, so it doesn't really matter for the most part. But, yeah, see, she didn't take that much damage. But it's still kind of really important to not let her end up, taking that much hits anyways. His tail swipe is his most damaging attack. So, yeah. Be careful for that. Because that's always fun, right? I don't want to get close to him, obviously, because getting close to him is actually a bad thing. But this also gives me a chance to level up Burn for Justin, because Fire is probably going to be the last thing that I'm going to be leveling up. Let's throw Puffy again. That's such a weird thing to say. Let's throw Puffy again. Alright. Now let's showcase Howl Slash, which is a secondary wind move. The best wind move is the Zap ability, but we won't be learning that ability no time soon.
The wind, blow 'em away.
His head and body maybe has the same health, but the problem is that if you're hitting one or the other, they won't stop for the most part. So you have to be sure to try to focus on one over the other. Sadly, now we no longer have Puffy Kick anymore. Well, I mean, we still have Puffy Kick, but we don't have Rah Rah anymore. And Rah Rah is actually a pretty nifty ability. Alright, let's use Tremor. Gotta make sure that he does not get, like, barely any real attacks out. Like, at all.
See my power.
But I gotta say, this is a relatively easy fight. This fight can go south quickly if you don't grind like I did with the elements. And it's one of my reasons as to why I grind it off screen, because I want this game to go smoothly. Or else I'm gonna have another Mr. Chang fight. I don't want any of that. Now the best thing about using double elements is that you basically you'll get experience for both of them, which is very, very interesting.
Power of ice.
Huh. I thought he had an ability where he sucks you up. Maybe I'm thinking of another boss that does that. Yeah, I think I might be thinking of another boss, because I don't think he has it. Oh well, whatever. Bye-bye, Ginamad, or Ginamaid, or whatever.
Pretty.
And we got ourselves the shield armor. And yeah, everyone levels up. Level up galore. Alright guys, wow. I love when that happens. Get rid of that. Okay guys, in the next episode we're going to continue on with the Dom Ruins. Of course there's nothing for us to do, but there's going to be some plot, so we're going to just save that for the next episode. I've been CCX, and we'll see you guys next time. Laters!